am so happy today.
Me too.
Sorry, did I just shatter your eardrums?
No, it's fine. Ow. No, great. This is awesome. Hello, all our listeners.
All the thousands and thousands of you.
Yes, we are so positive today.
It is once again a Monday evening.
Yeah, which is my favorite day of the week, personally. I love Mondays.
I love Mondays now.
I just can't get enough of them. They are awesome. I'm happy I'm not tired at all,
Super
actually.
fresh today.
Yeah, I feel well rested.
Yeah, Matt was a co-best man at a wedding this weekend.
Shout out.
Seems like it went off without a hitch.
Yeah, went great. Speech went great. Shout out Nico, co-best man as well. And shout out to my best friend in the world, Mike Vitale, on getting married to one of my other best friends, Nicole Bergamo.
And two very strong listeners of the pod.
Two very strong physically.
And emotionally
and audibly listening.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here and we're jamming this episode in right before I leave again.
That we are. Yep, doing it for you guys.
All about the listeners.
Yeah, it's all about you guys. We want to give you something to expect and look forward to every week. So here we are. We're making it happen for you. And Matt, what feedback were you hearing at the wedding? I
got a lot of feedback at the wedding on the podcast because I saw some friends, old friends, new friends who had listened. And they thought we sounded super sad at the beginning of last episode, hence our positivity. And they also thought that minute 13 of the last podcast was the funniest minute of all time that's ever aired. And
what was minute 13?
Moral. I'm still not getting it. Yeah, we just full on glitched for, I don't know, it could have been 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just said his name over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm so sorry that happened.
No, it was fun. I think it was fun. But that actually brings me to my next point. The one correction I know of, and there was probably more.
Oh, yeah, I actually think I had one too.
Okay. Well, the first one was Earl Moral's QB record. I said it incorrectly. I don't know. I remember where I got it, truthfully, but it is approximately 63, 36, and 3. Whatever I said was totally different.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A lot of 3s and 6s there. Do you remember? What your correction is?
Oh, never mind. I was right. Never mind.
Okay.
I was flawless once again.
Yeah, perfect. A perfect pod.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's. What the frick are we doing around here today,
I think
Matt?
we jump right into it today,
Let's rip
Katie.
it.
Enough beating around the bush.
Rip
Episode 13 is going to be our first team episode.
We've been focused on the people.
Yeah, we've been focused on the people, some eras, but we haven't focused on a team.
So today's a team.
So today is a team, and what a team it is.
Or is not.
We're going to find out. Just after this break. We're talking about the Montreal Expos today.
The Expos. And so I feel like was this a brainchild of that one episode and we were like,
good callback.
Yeah, what was it?
What's your guess? What do you think we were talking about? Do you remember who we talked about?
Was it when we were talking about the Raptors?
No.
Oh, what?
Big Sexy.
Oh, wow. That's way back.
Yeah, way back when. And Vladimir Guerrero.
Oh.
Remember Vladimir Guerrero?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Huh.
So those are a couple former Expos that we definitely talk a little bit about our boy Vladdy, but I don't think we're going to talk about Bartolo. We're not. I mean, Bartolo was there for like a year.
Okay.
So, anyways,
mm-hmm.
Katie, why don't you, because you speak a lot of French, why don't you tell us who the Montreal Expos were? Give us like the intro, just get after it.
Okay.
And then I'll jump into the history.
Sure. So the Montreal Expos, and apparently in French they're calling them Les Expos de Montréal.
There's a lot of French things I want you to say today that I wrote down.
Okay, so they were, no longer are, they were a Canadian professional baseball team based in Montreal. They were the first Major League Baseball franchise located outside of the United States. They played in the National League East Division from 1969, that's the year we went to the moon, until 2004. And then after that 2004 season, the franchise moved from Washington, D.C. and became the Washington Nationals.
Very cool. Very cool. Let me say something really quick.
Yeah.
Sorry, just before we get too deep into this. I did all of this research in a time crunch with very little sleep. So there might be, like, if it starts to get jumbled a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then this is the first time I'm reading this, everybody, once again. So giving you an A+ production.
Performance.
So the Montreal had a minor league AAA team called the Montreal Royals, which folded in 1960. So that's 9 years before the Expos originated.
Yeah.
The political leaders at the time wanted an MLB franchise, and the National League wanted to expand to different cities for that 1969 season, and they awarded a team to Montreal. They named, okay, so this is where this was the connection to that.
From.
Yeah. They named the team after the Expo 67 World's Fair. It was a massive event to celebrate Canada's centennial. And that Expo name is applicable to both French and English. So, little fun fact here. Kansas City took the name the Royals, so the Expos couldn't use their AAA team name that they had.
These were a couple names that were thrown around. Sorry.
Okay, so the other names that were thrown around for the Expos, you're saying?
For the Expos at that time before 69,
Okay, so the other names they were thinking of were the Voyageurs and the Nationals as well, but the Expos ultimately won. I think it's cool. I think it's pretty tight.
Yeah, I like the Expos.
I also really like the logo. It's the red, white, and blue M, which had a little E and B in it for Expos and baseball, forming an EMB monogram. You know what? I don't think I freaking realized that.
Dude, I didn't know that either. Like, I was
like, what the frick?
I don't know. I did. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for.
Oh, I see.
A second. I usually don't think about these things, and I was like, in this research, I was like, I'm gonna where did the logo come from and why? It's like you never think about it's like, oh, it's a marlin, it's a fish.
Yeah.
There's those fish here. But then I was like, why are there these colors and why is it shaped this way?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you can see the E and the B in it.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool. That makes me like it even more.
Yeah.
Ugh. Can we bring it back?
I know. And actually, I forget if I wrote about this, but there's talks. There's talks, and shout out Bagel, who's in the podcast room.
And so I think the other reason why I like this logo is because it's my mid-century modern minimalist vibe.
MCM style.
Loving
as
that.
My fiance likes to say in every other sentence.
MCM.
That's MCM style.
Yeah. So that's cool. Sorry, does that sound weird?
You just yawned into the microphone.
It's Monday evening, man.
Come on, Katie.
Okay, so love the logo, love the origin story. Tight.
Yeah.
Matt, do you want to talk about the history?
Let's get into the history. There is a lot coming here, Katie.
Okay.
So
buckle
I'm
up.
going to walk everybody, all of you guys, through the history of the Expos. We're starting in 1969, so let's jump back in time, and we're going to make it all the way until a little after 2004. We're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon.
All right. So, this is going back before then. There were some early pro teams in the late 1800s, not affiliated with the MLB, that didn't pan out in Montreal. And there was also a AAA team under the Dodgers. They were Brooklyn at the time, right? So Montreal had an affiliate of the Dodgers. Under the Dodgers management, the Royals, the Montreal Royals, won 7 International League championships and 3 Junior World Series titles between 1941 and 1958. So, although they didn't have a pro team, they had some pretty badass AAA minor league teams.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact, too, Jackie Robinson, who we all know and love, also joined the Royals Junior World Series title team. So that's pretty cool. Leading into the 40s, though the Royals championships were passed, so this is, kind of late 40s, they started to face declining attendance, and the team was sold after 1960 as the Dodgers started to reduce their number of teams that they had at the AAA level. So I didn't know this, but teams had multiple AAA teams way back when. So they got rid of Montreal due to the declining attendance, which you will see a lot today. It's going to be a major theme. It's about attendance, okay?
Huh.
You look like you're
Do you
onto
think
something.
it was? Well, do you think it was because of the war?
Could have been. I didn't look for a specific reason. I think the team started to do not as good, which was a big part of it.
So it was just probably
And it was Montreal
during
and
that
cold,
time.
and the Royals folded, and that's a little head nod back to a previous episode about all the folding NBA teams.
Folded.
So Katie, who's the Montreal mayor here? How does she say this guy?
Jean Drapeau.
Awesome. And city exec committee chairman.
Gary Snyder.
So that one's
Oh, wait, it's probably Jerry.
That one's less fun to say. They began a campaign for an MLB team.
Okay.
So when Montreal was selected, they had a really hard time building/finding a stadium, and they almost lost their chance. Got pretty close to just saying, hey, Montreal's not the spot anymore. You guys can't figure it out. Luckily, they worked it out, and they took the field to begin the 1969 stadium, and they played at Jerry Park Stadium.
What is, wait a second. So that was a pre-existing stadium?
I actually don't know for sure. I think so. I think it was.
I wonder if it was built for the Expo.
Yeah, there's another stadium coming, which makes me think it might have already been around.
What was it called? The Jerry
Parks.
Jerry Parks.
Jerry Parks.
Huh.
Yeah. Look into that while I answer this question. So I wrote down, question Katie might ask, how did the Expos get their players? Because I don't know if you've ever thought about this. Actually, let me ask you, how do, when a new team gets implemented, how do you think they get their players? Have you ever thought about that?
I've never thought about that, Matt, but I don't know.
Yeah, so when the Montreal Expos started in 1969, they primarily acquired players through a 1968 expansion draft. So they were able to select 30 players from existing National League teams. Their first selection was outfielder Manny Mota, and they also, in addition to this, built their roster through some trades and acquired star outfielder Rusty Staub, who we're going to talk about here shortly, through the amateur draft. Do you have any callbacks to Jerry Park Stadium? You able to figure that out?
I don't know.
Nothing definitive.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Well, the Expos, in their inaugural game, their first game, they beat the New York Mets 11-10 at Shea Stadium, and they probably would have beat them today, too, because the Mets are on a stinker right now. Sorry to all our Mets fans out there. In their 9th game, so just their 9th game ever, Bill Stoneman threw the Expos' first no-hitter over the Philadelphia Phillies, who it probably also would happen today because the Phillies are on a stinker currently, too. Sorry, all our Philly fans. That excitement of those first couple crazy games died down pretty quickly. It's hard being an expansion team. I have come to find through this research, they ended up going 52-110. That is really bad. They had the worst record in the National League. They ended up getting a little bit better in the following seasons, but it's time to talk about our first Expo.
Wait, can I?
Pausing.
Okay, I figured it out. So Jerry Park was originally just like a local community park for youth baseball. It wasn't like a professional venue.
Yeah.
Then to make it suitable for the MLB, they added just a mere casual 25,000 seats to that field.
Got it.
In 1969 for the Expos. So they had to send it to make it.
Yeah, okay. So and that makes sense. It felt like a very scrapped together thing because you'll see soon that there were some major problems with this. So but it's time to talk about our first Expo. We're gonna call him a pup because maybe he'll be a full dog one day, but we're calling him a pup today because we're just gonna do a little highlight.
Just a little.
So this is Rusty Staub. Katie, you want to tell us about Rusty?
Rusty.
You're gonna freaking love Rusty.
Okay,
I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was the team's best player and first star in its early seasons. So he was acquired from the Houston Astros in a trade before that inaugural season there. He led the Expos with 30 home runs in 1970, and owing to his red hair, he was nicknamed
I knew you'd like this.
Le Grand Orange. Which means the big orange.
That's awesome.
En français, oui. So he was Montreal's lone representative at the All-Star game that year in the team's first 3 seasons and endeared himself to the local fans by learning French. Rusty, I love you. So he had a 3-year stint with the Expos, hit 78 ding-dongers. Is that what you say?
I say ding dongs. Yeah, that's
okay. I'm learning from you.
You are.
He played in 3 All-Star games. Came back about 78
years later
on his deathbed to briefly play 38 games. No, he came back 7 to 8 years later.
Yeah.
7 or 8.
Yep. Yeah,
we don't know.
We don't. I mean, it was late. I didn't want to do the math. I didn't know exactly how long it was. 7 or 8 years later. Yeah.
So he played those 38 games to round. And was that the end of his career? Or no?
You might have to double check that. I kind of think so. I do. Or no, I think it was like a little half. Rest a stab. Hold on.
So was he known as an Expo? Like, did he play?
Oh, it definitely was not his last year. I think you could have called him an Astro. You could have called him an Expo. You could have called him a Met. You might even been able to call him a Tiger. He spent 9 years with the Mets, so you're probably calling him a Met.
He died in 2018.
Oh, Rusty.
At the Good Samaritan Medical Center in Palm Beach, Florida.
Can you say his nickname again? The way that you say it?
Le Grand Orange.
Thank you. Yeah, so I feel like people maybe know him a little bit better as a Met, just because he spent so much time there.
Yeah, all the pictures I'm seeing, he's got a Met uniform on.
He looked like he peaked though as an Expo.
Yeah.
I mean, his 3 of his best years were an Expo. I mean, back to back All-Star games, and then after that, he only made 1 more All-Star game. Kind of looked like maybe a little like a scrappy dude type player towards the end.
Mm.
Yeah, he didn't really play a lot in his last 5 years. Anyways, so that's Rusty. Rusty's our first pup. Good job, Katie.
Thank you.
So now we kind of kicked off this whole Expos era, right? Late 60s, early 70s. So our early years, the team failed to post a winning season in its first, I meant to write 10 years. I wrote 10 years. Its first 10 years. So it was I think it was exciting for Montreal, that's my guess, but I think it was a tough watch. They finished 5th or 6th in the 6-team NL East 8 times. So they were pretty bad to start. They recovered briefly in 1973 as the Expos mounted an unsuccessful charge at the NL East pennant. Before declining sharply in 1974 and beyond. By 1976, attendance had dropped to just over 600,000 fans over the course of the season, which was very, very low. Less than half of what the Expos had drew in their inaugural season. So,
darn.
What's the problem here, Katie?
What's the problem?
The on-field performance was not the only concern for the Expos. Jerry Park.
Oh, wow. Circling back on Jerry Park here.
A hard circle back on Jerry Park was only intended to serve as a temporary home until 1971 at the latest. And as I just mentioned, we're in 1976, right? So even allowing for this, it left much to be desired as a baseball venue. So the grandstands were completely exposed to the elements. Remember, this is Montreal. It is not Florida, forcing the Expos to postpone a number of early season games.
Yikes.
Additionally, the sun set directly in the face of the first baseman, which would force delays. So due to numerous delays, costs overruns with its intended replacement, Olympic Stadium, the Big O, the Expos were forced to stay through 1976. So the Big O wasn't quite ready yet. So this is causing problems, especially for the attendance, right? The new facility, the Big O, was a significant upgrade.
Seems like anything could be better than Jerry Park.
For sure. But although weather-related issues created by Montreal's harsh climate persisted until the stadium's roof was installed way later in 1987.
Wait, were they one of the earliest roofs?
It's going to be a lifetime look up with Katie. I don't know. Yeah. Like, you should look. What was the first domed baseball stadium?
First domed?
Baseball stadium.
Houston Astrodome.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, that's a big old dome.
When was theirs?
1965. The world's first air-conditioned multi-purpose domed stadium.
That's interesting. Okay, so this is this is 20 years later. Over the years, the stadium became notorious for its poor playing conditions. Players were frequently at risk for injury due to the thin padding on the outfield fences, as well as the original artificial turf that remained in place for over 2 decades.
Jesus, you guys.
Ultimately, the park became viewed as a white elephant. On the field, the Expos continued to fare poorly. The team won 75 games in 1977 and 76 in 1978. So
sorry, guys.
Yeah, rough go of it. But in the late 70s, they started to build a good core. And I think this, kind of what we're about to talk about here is why I think the Expos are a dog collectively. They're a pack. They're a wolf pack.
Okay.
Is this group of guys that we're about to highlight is like, it's like, well, actually, yeah. Well, and there's another group, actually. There's 2 groups of dogs.
Okay. On the Expos.
On the Expos.
Yeah.
This team, we were going to be like, oh, these guys are sick. And then another group not too long later that truly was the team that could have been. Like, it is crazy. So anyways.
Damn.
We're back to the late 70s, right? We're starting to build a good core here in Montreal, led by our catcher here, Gary Carter.
Oh, he was a catcher.
Yeah, he became one of the best hitting catchers. We had pitcher Steve Rogers. We had outfielder Andre Dawson, who later became a Cub. And then also Tim Raines. They had their first winning season in 1979. And their attendance was in the top 4 in the NL for 5 consecutive seasons.
What?
So these guys,
the boys turned it around.
They turned it around. So
I love when shit like that freaking happens.
I love when
I don't
stuff
know
turns
any of
around.
those names except maybe Andre Dawson.
Yeah, I think Dad was kind of an Andre Dawson guy. He always used to go, "Awesome, Andre Dawson." I don't know if that was an actual thing or if he made that up.
I remember that, but okay.
Maybe we'll have to get him on the horn. Okay. Why don't you tell us about our second pup?
Our next pup, Matt, not really a pup. He might just be a full-on diggity dog. Gary Carter. Actually, this was the 70s, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, kind of late 70s.
So how would you say it? that name in the 70s. Gary Carter, man.
Yeah, Gary Carter, dude. Totally psychedelic.
So this guy was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he
was.
spent 12 years with Montreal. Played over 1,500 games. Matt, he had a 55.7 WAR. Wins above replacement. Yes. Wins above replacement.
Nailed it.
He hit 220 ding-dongers and had a batting average of .269.
Nice.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Right? He played 7 All-Star games with the Expos, and he ended his career there.
Yeah.
Matt, he was nicknamed the Kid for his boundless enthusiasm.
That makes me think that like they still had the old timey accent.
The
like,
Kid.
Imagine like
The
Garrett,
Kid.
Garrett the Kid Carter. Like, that feels very old timey.
I don't know. I could see it being the Kid.
I think Ken Griffey Jr. was also the Kid. I think the Kid's like kind of.
Why am I thinking of Billy the Kid? What is that? What's Billy the Kid?
What is Billy the Kid? That's gonna be a lifetime look up in that.
Okay, so Gary the Kid was the face of the franchise for 10 years. He was the first player to go to the Hall of Fame wearing that Expos jersey. Matt, what?
Billy the Kid was a notorious American Old West outlaw, cattle rustler, and gunfighter who famously killed 8 men before he was 22. But he was alive in the late 1800s.
Okay, so not to be confused.
Different the
Billy
Kid.
the Kid.
Different the Kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So our Gary the Kid, he was a two-time All-Star Game MVP. Fun fact, Merriam-Webster, the dictionary, credits Gary Carter as the first person to use the term F-bomb. Holy shit.
Isn't that cool? Holy fuck. Earmuffs.
Clean. Okay, so this
He was cleanly spoken. Gary was cleanly spoken.
What do you mean he was cleanly spoken?
Like he didn't swear, so that's why he said F-bomb instead of.
Oh.
Yeah, and so this is what he said. He said, like he was describing an incident, and it was like when I used to use the F-bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder how he came up with that.
I don't know, but it's pretty freaking cool.
Okay, well, Gary the Kid first to say F-bomb.
Yeah.
Cool. That just made my day. We're at the end of episode.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Just kidding.
No, there's a lot of ball game. All right, so it's the 80s, baby.
It's the 80s. What do they say in the 80s? What? No, that's like 90s.
What? Yeah, what is the 80s all about?
80s is like disco.
I just feel like
Ha ha.
our parents' age is always like, yeah, the 80s. They like are always talking about the first
like 80s.
Like that's so 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like disco, baby.
Disco was 80s?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're at the disco, and we are watching the Montreal Expos on TV, making it to their first NLCS. They lost a tight series against the Dodgers. Rick Monday of the Dodgers, cover your ears, Expos fans, hit a game-winning homer to clinch the series. And he, at that point, from then on, was now known by the Expos fans as Blue Monday. Or I think that whole just time was Blue Monday. Yeah.
Kind of like today, huh?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling much better.
Yeah. Same.
So let's talk about the Expos in the 80s, though. You know, I mean, they made it to the first NLCS. They're pretty freaking good. They had a really good player development system. They had a ton of young talent. 4 starting pitchers, at the time under the age of 23. They were kind of hailed as the team of the 80s, is what I was reading. They had 4 All-Stars in 1982, and they hosted the All-Star game that year, which is pretty
Cool.
pretty pretty badass. Carter, Gary Carter, awesome.
Gary
Andre
Carter.
Dawson, Tim Raines, and Steve Rogers were all stars, and then Al Oliver was a what's a backup called? Why'd I write that word down? That's not the word I was thinking of. I glitched. Oh, a reserve.
Oh,
a reserve.
okay.
I wrote down receive.
That's not right, man.
Al Oliver was a reserve. This was only the second time the host team had 4 starters. They didn't know it then. Montreal fans.
Wait, is that bad to only have 4?
No,
Don't you want to have a lot?
Yeah, 4 is excellent. That's what I'm
4 is,
saying.
oh, 4 is
The
excellent.
host team is never, or at the time, that was only the second time that the host team had a bunch of guys. Bunch of guys. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Okay.
super exciting.
Tight. Exciting.
This was something interesting that I saw, which I definitely want to read. The Expos didn't know it then. And baseball historian and author Jonah Carey argued in his book, Up and Away, that, and this was about the Big O, no one at the stadium could know it then, but baseball and Montreal peaked that night at the Big O.
That night of the All-Star game.
Yeah, so they were saying that was truly the peak of the Expos, was that 1982 team, those 4 All-Stars, 5 All-Stars with Al Oliver. But life goes on. There's still more to highlight. The Expos won more games between 1979 and 1983 than any other team in the NL East.
Holy smokes.
But, Katie,
What?
they only had 1 freaking postseason appearance to show for it.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm not freaking kidding you.
How the frick does that happen?
It makes me want to drop an F-bomb. Hoping to turn the team's fortunes around, the Expos signed 42-year-old veteran Pete Rose.
Bring in the old man.
Bring in the
to turn it around.
Old, wilted, dusty Rose. At the time, he was second all-time in base hits to Ty Cobb. They signed him to a 1-year contract in 1984. Rose reached a career milestone in Montreal's home opener by recording his 4,000th hit of his career in a 5-1 victory over Philadelphia on April 13th. Though players and management had praised the acquisition of Rose and predicted he would help the team win the division, he was pretty ineffective for Montreal.
I mean, I could have freaking guessed that.
What? You don't want to bring a 42-year-old onto your team?
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like, I think there's certain people that I might be excited about, but that being that old. Rose batted only .259, and he failed to hit a home run in his 95 games before he was actually traded back to his original team, Cincinnati. And Montreal finished with a losing record on the season. They had lost a lot of attendance after 1984. They ended up trading our pup, Gary Carter, true dog, over the winter. Also super interesting. So this is kind of a big thing I want to talk about. Throughout that offseason, MLB owners colluded.
Ooh.
Do you know what this word means? At the behest?
Behest?
Behest. Do you know what that means? I have time to look up.
Behest.
Because I saw that word and I wanted to use
a behest is an authoritative command, urgent request, or bidding.
Okay. So at the behest of Commissioner Peter Uberoth to drive salaries for free agents down. So they're colluding against the players.
What the F?
So Dawson, Andre Dawson, who should have been one of the most valuable free agents on the market that year, discovered that not only was there little interest in signing him, but that the Expos were publicly commenting about his knee problems in an effort to further drive interest down.
Are you kidding me?
And buckle up, Katie, because Andre Dawson is the one who ends up laughing. Angered by these actions, Dawson walked into the Chicago Cubs training camp. Well, this part he was not laughing at, with a signed blank contract. No money.
Wow.
The Cubs agreed to sign Dawson in the end to a 1-year, $500,000 contract, which was like nothing, especially for someone that good. That was less than half of his previous salary. But Dawson said, F-bomb you guys.
Yeah.
Dawson hit 49 ding dongs and drove in 137 runs in 1987, and he won NL MVP.
Jesus.
So,
Okay, wait. So was it only the Expos being naughty at this time, or was it a lot of people?
MLB owners. So I'm assuming multiple, but you're gonna see here soon. That is definitely like a little bit of a.
That, you know what? That's what happens when you're a dick.
We are very expletive.
I've said like one expletive.
I said fuck. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about this again in a sec, but unfortunately, one I think maybe the not so bright parts about the Montreal Expos is that they were kind of penny pinchers. The owners, at least.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So Dawson's out, Carter's out. Remember, those are two of the four big dogs we're talking about. Tim Raines actually returned to the Expos, but he was also affected by the collusion. He signed a 3-year, $5 million contract, which, once again, not a ton for someone who was pretty electric. He ended up having one of the best seasons of his career in 1986, and he was also 1987 MLB All-Star MVP, but then he got traded to the Sox in 1990. Our Expo 80s dogs were no longer.
Damn.
They broke up the pack.
Wait, so how was Raines affected by the collusion?
I mean, just
because that he only made $5 million.
Yeah, he only got $5 million in 3 years.
I wonder how.
And
like,
I don't
why
think
that
any of the other
happened.
teams, because they were all colluding.
I wonder what lies they were telling about him.
I don't know. But just a bummer. Definitely. I keep looking for that word. That's like a dark part of the.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Shadow.
It's like a
tainted.
a blip on the. No, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone who knows what I'm talking about is screaming in their car right now. It's like a dark chapter.
A dark chapter.
Little moment.
Dark.
You know what? It's like
of history. A dark.
It's another.
Dark chapters. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Like, hold on. This is important. Dark chapter.
Dark age?
A shadowy era. A checkered past. A black spot. I don't know. Maybe we already said it was a dark chapter.
Unimaginable darkness?
A dark age. A period of decay.
Dark age. Isn't that what I said?
We'll say dark age. It was a dark age in a very interesting timeline. So it's the 90s.
It's the 90s.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, baby, baby. How was I supposed to know?
That sounded like kind of accurate. Oh, God. What else is going on? MJ, the Bulls.
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Whoa.
Wait, was that even,
I don't know.
Was that even?
I don't know that one. I'm not familiar.
That I mean, that's Christina Aguilera.
Blame it.
Yeah, Hit Me Baby One More Time's late 90s. But what about Genie in a Bottle?
Is Britney Spears your person of the 90s, would you say?
Probably of the 90s, yeah.
And then Avril Lavigne, what would you say, early 2000s?
2000s. Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle, 1999.
Okay, so you just snuck it in there.
Yeah.
Great. So it's the 90s. Katie and I are born during this decade. Montreal was having a hard time attracting free agents to their city. Okay, they're a middling ball club, right? They made a big trade actually in the 90s for Mark Langston from Seattle, which I didn't know truthfully, but he was kind of dope.
It was kind of bomb.
But it was costly, Katie. They traded none other than Randy Johnson. Does that name sound familiar at all to you?
No.
He's a legend. He's one of the best pitchers of all time. So they traded him away, and they probably would have had like a true doll, like a Hall of Fame doll. And then Langston ended up leaving right after the season. So he only played 1 year there. Team ended up 81 and 81.
What idiots.
Yeah.
God, I think, you know what, Matt?
Yeah.
Maybe we should own
A baseball team?
Yeah.
I would reinvest back in Montreal if I could.
Yeah, maybe we. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, team. Buy some merch because we're going to buy the
buying
Expos.
the Expos. We're bringing a team back.
Okay. I mean, Milwaukee already has the Brewers.
What about the Sheboygan?
Yeah. Give Sheboygan a team again.
Seashells. I'll just think about it.
Okay, anyway.
Growing market up in Sheboygan.
Yeah.
So the owner started to look to sell the team. So that just know that that's starting to like come up more and more. So a crazy thing that happened during the 90s that people remember fondly of those Expos. Mark Gardner pitched 9 no-hit innings in a July 26, 1991 game before they ended up losing 1-0 in the 10th inning to the Los Angeles Dodgers. But 9 innings, no hit. Pretty electric. 2 days later, also in Los Angeles, Dennis Martinez achieved a rare feat. He threw the 13th official perfect game in MLB history.
Wow.
Yeah, this is based on MLB's 1991 redefinition of a perfect game. They won 2-0, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Dave Van Horn had an iconic call of El Presidente, El Perfecto.
Okay.
That's me trying to do that. You were better at French. After the final out became a hallmark of Expos lore. Martinez's catcher, also small side note, fun fact, Ron, how'd you say that? Hassey?
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Ron Hassey also caught Len Barker's perfect game 10 years earlier, and he remains the only player to catch 2 perfect games in MLB history. He caught 2 of them. Katie.
I'm trying to pull up that El Presidente El Perfecto.
He caught 2 of them. The euphoria of the pitching feats did not last, though.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Dennis Martinez. One and 2 pitch. In the air. Center field. Grissom. El Presidente. El Perfecto.
That was way more white than I thought it was going to be.
El Presidente
El Perfecto.
Wow, these people are going wild.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So that was cool. Actually, I'm glad.
Yeah,
you
that
did
was kind of cool.
Thanks for
Thank you.
doing that. Good job. The euphoria of the pitching feats did not last, though, Katie. So the Expos were actually rendered homeless for the final month of the season after a 50-ton freaking beam collapsed.
Jesus.
From Olympic Stadium structure and fell 9 meters onto a public concourse hours before a motocross event on September 19th. Well, scary thing. Imagine if that happened a little bit later.
Yeah, during the motocross event.
Yeah. During that, you think? Yeah, so not good. I think that spooks some people too.
Yeah, what?
Attendance.
What's going on?
I know,
guys?
I know. It's like a curse. It's like a curse. Attendance was way down after 91, but some good young players started to blossom in Larry Walker and Moises Alou.
I remember him. Why do I know Moises Alou?
Cub.
Oh.
Chicago Cub.
I remember going, Alou.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, right?
Maybe.
Did they do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Alou Amlungada. So 1994, Katie. What happened in 1994?
I was born.
Katie was born.
I blessed your life with my existence.
And the Expos were the team of the year that year,
Oh,
Katie.
good.
But there was a players' strike, and I wrote pliers.
I was like, oh no, what does that
What does that mean? There was Katie. This is actually the craziest thing. This is the thing I did not know this. The Expos were 74-40. Okay,
Jeez.
they were on pace for 106 win season that year. And then the MLB players went on strike, so the season was canceled.
Are you freaking kidding me?
The franchise would never reach the playoffs as the Expos again, Was the 1994 Expos the team that could have been?
Oh my gosh.
Obviously it's impossible to guess what they would have done. But would they have won the World Series?
I mean, I probably, but you can't think what if.
You can't think what if.
You gotta think what is.
So I just want to throw that out there as 1994, that the team, the franchise that could have changed everything. If they had won a World Series.
Yeah, dude. They might still be here
They
today.
might still be in frickin' Montreal.
Jesus.
So sad, and yeah, we're about to get kind of sad and more sad and more sad here. So buckle up. But so the team had already built a reputation as a penny pinching organization. Larry Walker, Larry Walker. Larry Walker actually once complained in the media that the team asked players to buy their own vitamins. That's how much they penny pinched.
Okay, wait, but doesn't that seem weird? Why are they buying vitamins for people?
To stay healthy?
Well, I don't know. I buy my own vitamins.
Katie, you're not a professional baseball player. Teams should offer that. Teams should. I think that, and actually 94 was kind of a big year to turn things around where the players had more of the power, so it was actually probably a good thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are the people they're playing 162 games a year. They should get what they need to stay healthy and feel good, So the Expos were not doing that, and they were the second lowest payroll in the entire MLB in 1994, and they sold all of their good players and let some leave as free agents after that.
Okay, can I just say, if I owned the team, they would still be rocking it now.
That'll be the title of the episode. If Katie owned the Expos, they'd still be in Montreal.
Okay.
So on we go, Katie, into the late 90s, early 2000s. The decline and the end is coming. The end is near.
Wah, wah, wah.
Montreal was livid after they sold everyone. Attendance was poo-poo. And interest in the Expos continued to decline. They averaged less than 20,000 fans per game, which is really bad. And the Braves, who were in the division at the time, they won every freaking year. Every year. The media started calling the Expos a AAA team.
That's so sad.
Sad. Do you want to read our small glimpse of life here?
So Pedro Martinez, he won the Expos' only National League Cy Young Award in 1997.
Woo! 97!
He went 18-7 with an earned run average
Nice.
ERA of 1.9. But then they traded him to the Boston Red Sox. Jesus, what are they doing?
Uh-huh.
Vladimir Guerrero, our boy, started to turn into a star. He played in 4 consecutive All-Star games from 1999 to 2002. He was the team's sole representative and then made Hall of Fame in 2018.
Yeah, so call back Vladdy. Vladdy. That's the glimpse.
What? Okay, so, oh, God.
That's the glimpse.
That's it.
That's pretty much the way.
Wait. Earned run average. What's a good earned ERA?
I mean, that's really freaking good.
1.9. What's
that's
bad?
Crazy. Bad is
50.
I mean, if you're starting to see 5, you're ew.
Oh, so it's between 1 and 5.
So earned run average is how many runs you give up a game. If you pitch 9 innings.
Yeah. Oh, so that's per. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, 1.9 is pretty good, I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Paul Skeens, Tariq School, those are the best pitchers now.
Mm-hmm.
They're around 2. So that's pretty. I mean, 1.9 is pretty electric.
Okay, so Pedro was lit.
Yeah.
For the time.
So, we're going to talk a little bit about. So his name is Claude. It's a French last name. So how would you say that, Kenny?
Where?
Canadian French. It's Brochu.
Well, if we're talking French, it would be Brochu.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. He's a Canadian businessman who served as president and managed the ownership consortium of the Montreal Expos from 91 to 99. Okay, so he took over from the original owner. But so say it one more time.
Brochu.
attempted to convince the owner's partners that the solution to their problems was to get a new stadium due to poor playing conditions of the Big O. But because no one wanted to play there. Attendance dropped staggeringly low to an average of 11,295 people a game. A new owner came in. Okay. This is late 90s now.
Let's see what you got.
Jeffrey Loria, he was dropping cash like mad. He raised his share in the team to 92%. So he dang neared owned the whole team. He doubled the team payroll from 17 to 33 million. He was trying to get the team to move as well. But at the same time, MLB took steps to vote on contraction of the leagues, with the Expos and the Minnesota Twins slated for elimination.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but on November 6, 2001, MLB owners voted 28-2 in favor of contraction. Who's your guess on the two people who voted against that? The Expos and the Twins. Oh my gosh. So initial plans called for the Expos and Twins to play just like a lame duck season in 2002 before their franchises were revoked. But both teams were saved after a legal challenge filed in Minnesota that forced the MLB to honor the Twins' lease with the Metrodome. So that might be a fun ep one day. Is
Twins.
And the day the Twins got saved.
I was thinking the other day.
What if the Twins got saved? They would start singing praise in a whole new way. Call back to our days in
church camp.
No one's going to know what that was except for Dad and Mom. Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so anyways, the Twins lease, they're honoring it, as well as challenges by the MLBPA, so the MLB Players Association. As MLB was unable to find a candidate team to eliminate, the immediate threat for the Expos diminished. So the MLB needed to keep the number of teams to maintain its schedule.
Wow, so thank you, Twins. At least someone can get their shit together.
So we got to keep the Expos, but then Loria sold the Expos to the MLB and they moved to Washington, D.C.
Oh, he sold them to the MLB.
Yeah, which
Does
I
that
didn't know
happen?
you could do. I didn't know you could do that.
Has anybody else ever done
Probably
that?
should have looked into that, but I was getting sleepy at this point. I was writing this.
Let me see.
Yeah, look into this while I talk about kind of the end. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the book here, and then you circle back on what you learned. The team then played its final games as the Expos on the road, which is kind of interesting, Katie. So ending on October 3rd, shout out Grandma, birthday, against the New York Mets. Who was the team they played first? I wonder if they planned that. Or the team they got their first. Yeah, the team they played first. When they first played in 1969. They first played in 1969. They played the Mets. And now in the last game as the Expos, they play the Mets. Isn't that interesting? You're not reacting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. The team they had faced in the franchise inaugural game, 1969, whatever. In the Expos' last ever game, the New York Mets defeated Montreal 8-1 at Shea Stadium. Jamie Carroll scored the Expos' last run, and Andy Chavez became the final Expos batter in history when he grounded out in the top of the ninth to end the game. The team ended their 30s. I'm like kind of tearing up. Why am I getting sad?
It is emotional, man.
I'm sad. The team ended their 36-year run with an all-time record of 2,753 wins and 2,943 losses and 4 ties. What'd you get there?
So, Matt, get this. The Expos, the only MLB team in modern history to be bought out by the league and its owners.
Wow. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck is right. So, after death, LOL, the last active former Montreal Expos players in the major leagues was
Bartolo Colon.
Big Sexy, who played his last MLB game with the Texas Rangers in 2018. Former Dog of the Pod, episode 2. Go listen back if you haven't. And then the Nationals. So the Expos became the Nationals, right? They ended up winning the World Series in 2019. So they are affiliated with the Expos, although they weren't in Montreal. That is the franchise's first title in 51 seasons under manager Dave Martinez, which he had played with the Expos from 1988 to 1991. So how fun is that?
That is fun.
Shout out Dave. Shout out the 2019 Nationals World Series. And that is the end of our Expos episode.
So okay, wait. So technically the Expos didn't die. They just reincarnated as the Nationals.
Exactly.
And now live in Washington.
And now
DC.
they live in Washington. They really just moved and changed their name, which, like, people do that, you know?
Yeah, you can start.
You can change your name and you can move.
Change.
Yeah.
People change.
What's that one song about going to Boston?
Think I'll go to Boston. I think I'll start a new life. Get out of California.
When no one knows my name.
It's the Montreal Expos. And now it's the Nationals.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yeah, so they're the Nationals now. But I think I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of people that let's get a team back in Montreal and let's name them the Expos.
Yeah, dude.
It's so
and
cool.
Bring back that freaking sweet ass logo.
I think you just got to find a rich Larry, not us. and
who can we call?
Dude, like, I don't know, like, who's like a Canadian, like, who has a lot of money?
Maybe Katy Perry will do it.
Is Katy Perry Canadian?
I don't know, but she's dating Justin Trudeau, who was the Prime Minister of Canada.
Okay. I mean, so that's a possibility. What if we get like a group ownership between Katy Perry, Drake?
Avril Lavigne.
I know Drake's
is
like a
Canadian.
Toronto
Justin
guy.
Bieber.
J Biebs. Yeah. J Biebs and Katy Perry? Are they friends?
What about Avril Lavigne?
Yeah, Avril Lavigne too. Yeah. I think it would be the headliners would be
Yeah.
J Biebs, Katy Perry.
Okay,
and
what the
Avril
fuck? Why do you keep...
No,
What
Avril
the
Lavigne's
heck?
chill. No, I know. I think, yeah. Okay, so...
Okay, so this is a public request
yeah.
to Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, and
Avril
Avril
Lavigne.
Lavigne to bring back the Montreal Expos.
Let's get a team back there.
Let's do it, guys.
Money is on the line. You can make a lot of money in Montreal.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I will buy. I had a Montreal Expos hat as a kid.
I know
'Cause I
you
love-
did, and
because I love the
now I
colors.
kind of want one.
I know.
I don't
Maybe we
really
should get
wear
a couple.
hats, but I kind of want
Yeah,
one.
let's get a couple Montreal Expos hats, and it's time for the call to the pin.
Call to the pen! Call to the pen!
Kitty, what'd you learn?
What did I learn? What did I learn? That was kind of interesting about Jerry's Stadium.
Yeah,
Like how they took like a kids baseball team and just added 28,000 seats to it.
yeah. I
Like,
agree.
of course that wasn't going to work, you guys.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
That's kinda interesting.
I think I got to go with the 1994 season that could have been. for
Yeah,
myself.
that's cool. I also love that little team in what year was that?
the
Like
80s.
Yeah, I
the
like
80s.
that little team.
80s Expos, like
80s Expos, dude.
Tim Raines, awesome Andre Dawson, Gary Carter. There's another guy, Rogers. I think Rogers.
Yeah, something Rogers.
Steve Rogers. Steve-O. Was it Steve? Going
And
back.
I
It was
like
Steve Rogers.
Le Grand Orange.
Le Grand Orange.
And our little F bomber boy. Wait,
Yeah,
was he
F-bomb.
the same
That's Gary-
guy?
that's
Yeah,
Gary
it's Gary.
Carter.
Okay.
So
Wait, what was yours? Oh, the 90.
94.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment,
Wah, wah, wah.
Big Dogs of the Week.
Wah, wah, wah.
Katie, can you go first?
Sure, I can go. Are you
Okay.
sick of talking?
I am. I feel like I was talking for
You
like
did-
an hour.
Well, we were supposed to like take turns, and you didn't really like let me.
I
talk.
tapped you in quite
No,
a
you
few
did,
times.
You did. Okay, well, so basically from now until I can't anymore,
Mhm.
my big dog of the week is going to be none other than the Buffalo fucking Sabres, man.
Sabres.
I am now a hockey girl, and I love the Buffalo Sabres, Matt. I watched Game 4 yesterday. I think that was yesterday.
Yeah. Oh,
They
did you
beat
really?
the Bruins 6-1.
Wow. Go Sabres.
That gives them a 3-1 series lead in this first round of the playoffs. Matt, they scored 4 goals in the first period.
Holy squawking
Tight
chips.
teats.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, question. Do you know? I don't know how many periods are in a hockey game.
3.
3 periods?
Yeah. How many did you
Do you
think
know
there
that
were?
for sure?
Katie. A basketball game is 4 quarters.
Well, but why isn't it a triplet?
A triplet? And in the third triplet...
Oh, because it's not a half.
Yeah.
Okay. Why aren't there 5?
That's a good question. Hockey games are divided into 3 20-minute periods primarily to allow for ice resurfacing to manage
bring
player
up the
fatigue.
Zambonis.
The structure was adopted in 1910 to fix poor ice conditions caused by 30-minute halves. Okay, so that's why it's
cool.
not
Okay, so it wasn't
providing an
always
extra
minutes.
intermission for cleaning while allowing for a faster, more intense pace of play. Pace of play. Anyway, sorry. I feel like I was sassy when you asked that question, and I take it back.
No.
Because I learned something. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, asshole. No, it was kind of fun.
My bad.
Okay, Matt, so here's why I like the Buffalo Sabres, Matt.
Yeah, tell me.
Matt, if you were to just guess, don't look at the outline, just guess. Of those 6 goals, how many players do you think contributed to that?
You asking makes me think it was 6.
Okay, it was freaking 6, dude.
That's amazing.
It was 6, and
a true team effort.
dude, yes, and
Yeah.
remember how my guy last week was Tage Thompson? I think.
Yeah, Tage.
Was
I think it's Tage Thompson, right?
Was that his name?
It was definitely Tage.
He did not. He
didn't
wasn't
score.
one of them.
Yeah.
He was not one of them this time.
Yeah.
So it was 6 other freaking dudes.
Yeah.
And the goalie, Alex Lyon, I think is how you say his name, he's like a freaking brick wall in that little goalie area. So I'm liking this team. They're looking deep. They're looking legit.
Yeah.
It's not a fluke, Matt. I'm all in on the Buffalo Sabres. It's super
Wow.
cool to see after a 14-year playoff drought.
Yeah.
I've never watched hockey before in my life until now, and it's for the Buffalo Sabres. Game 5 is back in Buffalo. I think that's tomorrow. 6:30 Central Time.
Yeah. Yep.
Or maybe Eastern Time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is where you can feel the energy, as the quotes from the audience, people in the audience.
Yeah.
People were saying strangers were hugging everywhere. Someone's dad called them crying. People have waited half their life for this. Somebody said they gave us nothing for years and we still showed up. We never left. And here they are, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's it.
Go
That's
Sabres.
Go freaking Sabres, dude.
Go Sabres, go.
So I need an Expo hat. I need a Sabres hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. So I know I'm not supposed to repeat.
No, I think that's okay.
But last week was Tage, I think, and now this week is the
this
Sabres.
is the Sabres.
This is the Sabres,
Honestly,
yeah.
what I was kind of thinking is if something is continuously going on, you might as well.
I'm gonna
just,
freaking keep updating my fans.
Which is so. Quick callback to mine because I was Mason Miller's tied the record. Remember that for scoreless streak for the Padres? My big dog of the week last week was Mason Miller.
Oh yeah,
and he did break the record. So I do want to mention that he did he broke it.
Okay,
it's a good thing.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So yeah, shout out Mason Miller. But he's not my big dog of the week this week.
Okay, who is?
Are you ready for mine?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was cool, Katie.
Thanks.
Mine is Nelly Korda. So I don't know anything about golf, and I really definitely don't know anything about Nelly Korda until now.
Wait, I think, is this our second golf
Yeah.
person? Do you remember who our first was?
Yours was the guy who fell in the elevator, right? Which is not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
But yeah, this one's not about that.
Okay.
So I didn't know about Nelly Korda, to be honest. I'll be vulnerable with our listeners.
Yeah, we are.
She's back to number 1 in the world.
Chick.
Yeah, dude, Nelly.
Look at you recognizing women.
Equality at the very least. Nelly Quarter's back to number 1 in the world, and she looks every bit the part. Shout out ESPN for the article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Basically, she just won the Chevron Championship and reclaimed the number 1 spot. She was going in with a big lead at the end and ended up securing the dub. There was much relief when she holed a 7-foot par putt to close with a 2 under 70. She captured her 3rd major championship and returned to number 1 in the women's world ranking for the first time since August. So it's been a little bit. She took the top spot from Gino Thidikool. That's probably not how you say that. Gino Thidikool.
Okay.
And a cool thing, which maybe this is a thing at the Chevron Championship, but after she made that putt, she did a big old cannonball into the pond, right?
Wow.
Right next to it, yeah.
You don't think of that when you think of golf.
She said, feet first, she said with a smile, dressed in the winner's white robe. I knew it was 4 feet into the pond, so I was expecting to hit the ground very fast.
Great.
Yeah. But shout out Nelly.
Nelly, cool. Good job.
Yeah, she's how many times am I going to say she without another word? She is very talented at golf, and 3rd major championship. That's no easy feat. So shout out Nelly. It's my big dog of the week.
Cool. Love you, Nelly.
Nelly.
Love you, Nelly. Love you, Sabres.
Go Sabres. Go Nelly. I think it's time. We forgot to mention at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. We should have mentioned
We should have teased our listeners, but we are announcing the winner
of our first ever merchandise giveaway.
Yeah, and I think I just want to shout everyone out.
Yeah.
I think, well, first of all, when free stuff is in play, everyone goes nuts, is what I learned.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
But people got excited.
I'm curious to see if this actually impacts the listener number. Or
yeah,
people
we'll
just want a
see.
free hat.
We'll see.
But we got a lot of traction, which is pretty cool. So shout out everyone who commented a name.
Mm-hmm.
Our dad commented like 400 names. Thanks, Dad. Katie, take it away.
This is so painful. Okay, so we used like a little selection tool
Randomizer.
so that it's equally likely for everybody, and each name is an entry and shit like that. And we don't want to get sued, so we had to like do this official.
Yeah.
I can't do it, Matt.
You can't read it?
I'm not reading it.
Do you want me to tell?
Tell the listeners who the winner is.
Our winner is none other than Tanner Leahy of Denver, Colorado.
God. And oh my God. Like, okay, so it's not just because it's Tanner.
Katie has a weird beef with Tanner.
I do have
well,
weird
first of all, let me just say, Tanner's my former roommate, friend from college. He lived in Milwaukee for a couple of years. He was the usher in Katie's wedding.
Yeah, so I
likes him
he's
a
fine.
little bit.
Yeah, he's fine.
What do you call him consistently?
I call him a douchebag.
Well, shout out Tanner.
Yeah, congratulations, Tanner.
I also think it's funny that Tanner, I think, is like the last comment.
He was the last comment, and he commented one person, and it was his dad.
Was it his dad?
Wait, who's Pat Leahy?
I don't know, but I don't think that's his dad. Because his dad, we call him Big Bob, so I was assuming his dad's name is Bob. I don't know who Pat is. His cousin?
Okay, well, whoever
Tanner,
it was,
is Pat
he
your
commented.
cousin?
So a member of his family.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like people we don't even know are commenting like 10, like dozens of people.
Yeah.
And it's frickin' Tanner. So
yeah, we're
gonna have to do another one.
Should I try and call him live time, or is that stupid?
You can try to call
There's
him.
like a 3% chance he answers.
Okay, we'll just try. So anyway, we'll do another one where people can have another shot at this, and it's not frickin' douchebag winning the frickin' giveaway.
I'll leave him.
Hello, Matt Hall.
Tanner, you're live on the
Tanner,
Dogs
you're on the
podcast,
pod.
so don't say anything weird.
No pressure.
Tanner, I'm calling to tell you that congratulations, you've won our giveaway.
Oh, thank God. I'd like to thank Lee Gandhi
Yeah.
for that. Yeah, Lee Gandhi.
Who's Pat Leahy?
Who's Pat Leahy? That's who you commented.
I think that's my uncle or cousin.
You think? You don't even know?
Well, yeah, I wrote a letter.
Oh,
then
and you
took
just
the
clicked the first
name.
person.
Are you kidding me? So it wasn't even. You didn't even think about it.
Maybe he'll listen.
He might. He should now.
Well, let me check if it's my uncle or cousin, and I'll get back to you.
That's amazing. Well, we just want to say congratulations.
Congratulations to our first ever giveaway winner.
First ever giveaway. You should check your mail probably in 2 to 3 weeks, right?
Okay,
Yeah, that's
perfect.
fair.
Awesome. Anything you want to say to the listeners, Tanner, at all? And keep it appropriate.
I like that you have to keep warning me of that.
I know you.
Yeah, keep listening. It sounds like you guys are really depressed. So you could use some listeners.
Tanner, when you listen to the beginning of this one, you'll see that we were a little bit more
we're
positive.
okay. We're
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, good.
We're gonna be all right.
For this long weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, we love your butt, and
All right.
congratulations.
Fuck you, douchebag.
Well, thank you. Bye, guys. Love you
Bye.
both.
I love you. And that was Tanner Leahy. Wow, I'm kind of surprised he answered, actually.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He
Great.
answers his phone like 4% of the time.
Yeah, that's like
and
me.
that's generous.
Okay.
So anyways,
Cool. That's a wrap on that, you guys. Thanks for listening.
Great episode.
Great episode. This was fun. When's our next one? What is the next one?
so I'm gone again. So
So
it'll
it's
probably
gonna
be another
Monday,
weekday.
freaking.
Unless we want to record in St. Thomas.
Oh shit.
Mm,
Wait, but that's not next week.
I know, but yeah, I know. I'm saying we either record next week or record the following weekend in St. Thomas. Because I'm gone this weekend. This
Okay.
weekend. We're here next week. So we
Yeah.
could record here next week. Probably realistically, so I don't have to bring all the shit to St. Thomas. So probably just do it
Okay,
here. But
yeah,
that'd be
we'll
kind of
probably- yeah.
funny. No, we'll
Yeah,
just do
it
it
would be
here.
kinda funny.
So yeah, tune in next week. Probably be a weekday. I don't know which day. Maybe Monday.
Yeah. maybe
No,
one.
we're going to the RC Drive concert.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're going to a concert.
I'm excited for that. I'm gonna be so tired.
Yeah.
I'm just warning you right now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Honestly, dare I say this might have been my favorite episode.
Really?
Yeah. Research wise, this was like I was
Yeah.
like, this is sick. This and like the World War II.
Yeah, this was very interesting.
I'm definitely a baseball guy.
I really
so.
like the Expos. I hate the leadership, hate the
Yeah.
owners.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
I
love
know.
Expos.
Penny pinchers. But
Or
the
we-
players. I love the players.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I think we might be due for a hockey episode. Now that you've been talking about
Okay,
hockey.
so we might be
Go ahead.
we might have a guest.
Oh, okay.
We might have a guest.
Well, maybe we'll save that then.
Well,
A
yeah,
hockey
yeah,
episode?
yeah.
I
But
think
yeah,
we
so
might even have 2 guests.
listeners, people who are interested in hockey, stay tuned because we have some big time guests,
Some actual names.
some big names.
At least one name. I haven't asked the other name.
Okay.
The other name is a former Buffalo Sabre.
Wait, I didn't know he was a Saber.
He was a Sabre.
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, you guys, we need to go.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.